Tangled Head, a slow but relentless pursuer with long, flexible limbs that can grab the player from a distance. Escaping requires using tight spaces and obstacles to break his reach. Lolly Lurk, an environmental hazard that spreads sticky, candy-like slime, slowing the player down. The longer they stay in his area, the harder it becomes to escape. Blinky the Clown, a fast-moving pursuer that only activates in darkness. Keeping the lights on is the only way to slow him down. Whisker Wrench, a stealthy stalker that sabotages lights and doors, forcing the player into dangerous situations. It never attacks directly, but makes escape routes increasingly difficult. Merry Marrow, a psychological horror enemy that only moves when unobserved. If it gets too close, the player's vision distorts, and movement slows drastically. Gummy Greg, a slow-moving but massive enemy that absorbs objects and players into his sticky, gelatinous body. Once caught, escaping is nearly impossible. Rattle Ralph, a snake-like toy that slithers through vents and tight spaces, tracking the player by sound. Staying silent is the only way to avoid being caught. Dizzy Dave, a spinning-top toy that moves unpredictably, gaining speed when the player moves too much. Careful navigation is key to avoiding his deadly ricochets. Button Betty, a towering doll that locks onto the player and moves only when not being watched. Breaking her line of sight is the only way to escape. Chatter Chuck, a tiny but erratic enemy that constantly moves and bites, slowing the player down. If ignored, he becomes faster and harder to escape.